Ever feel like your home is never really quiet? Whether it's airplanes, your neighbors upstairs, or that constant sound of the city outside of your window, peace just feels out of reach. But your home shouldn't drain you. You deserve a space that restores you. In today's video, I'll show you how to design a house that is quiet and calm, inside and out, even if you live in a building or just underneath a flight path. Ready? Let's dive in. Hi everyone, I'm Lorenzo, an Italian architect based in London and founder of Sentioni Architects. We redesign small apartments, often in very loud and chaotic cities such as London, Rome, and Milan. Very, very chaotic, trust me. My clients are people like you, looking for peace, not perfection. And I've learned that peace doesn't come from square footage. It comes from design choices, the right ones. Let me show you how to bring peace and calm to your home, regardless of where you live. Let's start with what you can control right now, the emotional tone of your home. You don't need to renovate, you don't need to spend a lot of money. These simple 3 shifts can immediately help your space to feel calmer, quieter, and more grounded. Number 1 is to control the echo. Sound reflects off hard surfaces, like tile, glass, or wood floors, and creates a sharp, stressful environment without you even noticing. Soften the echo with thick rugs, long curtains, and upholstered furniture. Even a fabric-covered headboard will help. In a small flat, hanging a heavy curtain across the wall, even if there's no window, can act like an acoustic blanket. These changes not only make your room calmer and quieter, but also gives it a bit of a warm tone and makes it more inviting for sure. Number 2 is to create visual stillness. Your brain obviously processes every object in your room in your line of sight. That open shelving full of random stuff is not just clutter, it's cognitive noise. Instead, I suggest you to use closed storage, even in your living room. You can limit your color palettes to 2 or 3 tones, just to make it a bit more simpler. Try to use matte finishes instead of shiny ones. They reflect less light, so your space feels more restful. Think of it like this: calm visuals, calm mind. Number 3 is to build a sanctuary corner. You don't need a whole room, you just need a little corner that feels like you. A soft chair, a warm lamp, and maybe one shelf of books or a place for your morning tea. This is a project I've done in Islington, which is a lovely area in central London. It's not really about aesthetics, I think it's more like signaling to your body and mind that this place is where I'm going to rest for the rest of the day. This small gesture tells your nervous system it's time to slow down. And that's where true calm begins. Let's talk about something that we rarely see, but always feel: sound. Sound is just a vibration. It travels through air, solids, tiny gaps you didn't know existed. In your home, it moves in 3 ways. Airborne, like talking, traffic, or music. Impact, like footsteps from above. And there's also structural vibration, like a train rumble or slamming door that travels through walls. And unfortunately, our homes, especially the older ones, are not built to stop any of that. So if you're dealing with planes, traffic, or noisy neighbors, here's how to fight back with physics, whether you are in the UK or the US. The biggest culprit of outdoor noise is usually windows. That distant noise of cars and airplanes is sneaking through your window frame and glass and reaching your ears. If you're in the UK, my suggestion is to upgrade to double or even triple glazing. Obviously that's expensive, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. Look for systems with trickle vents rated for sound reduction. An RW rating of 38 to 42 decibels is quite solid. Some acoustic glass has a special laminate layer to stop sound coming from low frequencies, for example, airplanes. If you are in the US, look for STC rated windows. STC stands for Sound Transmission Class. Aim for an STC of 40 or higher for serious sound control. Triple glazing or laminated panels are a good investment, especially if you live nearby highways or flight paths. A way less costly option is to use some layers to add to your windows if you don't want to replace them. You can use magnetic acrylic panels to create a sort of second layer of protection from sound. You attach this directly to the inner pane of your window. Or a much cheaper option is to use heavy blackout curtains, which not only block the light, but also the sound. Sound finds every crack and opening, especially around doors. First, seal the perimeter with acoustic sealant, the kind that stays soft and doesn't crack. And don't underestimate internal doors. In both UK and the US, solid timber doors block way more sound than the cheap hollow doors. Consider installing a suspended acoustic ceiling, or for a simpler option, which is usually used in restaurants, on the ceiling you can attach some sound blocking panels, which obviously is not a perfect solution, but it does help quite a lot. Remember, you don't have to do everything. Just one well-sealed door, or a secondary glazing layer, or some insulation in a shared wall. Each layer adds up. Trust me, you won't just hear the difference. You will feel it in your sleep, in your focus, in your peace of mind. Calm isn't just an aesthetic, it's a biological need. Your body was never designed to live in constant stimulation like we do today. When your home is noisy, cluttered, and too unpredictable, your brain stays in a state of alert. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises. Your heart rate quickens, and even when you're not doing anything, your nervous systems keep overworking. That's why you feel exhausted, even if you've been home the whole day. But with good design, something powerful can happen. When your surroundings are calm, your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in, the one responsible for digestion, healing, and resting. Your breathing slows and your muscles release tension. Pressure lowers and your thoughts become clearer. Silence has been shown in studies to stimulate brain growth, improve memory, and even increase creativity. And that moment when your body finally exhales is not luxury. It's sort of a peaceful alignment. This is all possible with thoughtful, good design. You deserve a home that just doesn't reflect who you are, but actively protects your peace. You are allowed to make your space quiet, to say no to noise, and to rest fully without apology. Maybe we all know you can't control the outside world, but certainly you can design a space that shields you from it. Whether it's just a curtain, a new window, or a cozy corner, start small and start today, because you deserve peace. Thanks for watching the video, and let me know in the comments below, is your home quiet? Or perhaps you're struggling with noisy neighbors? Sharing your opinion in the comments not only helps me to tailor my content to you, but sometimes I think can also help some other subscribers. If this video inspired you or helped you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I'll never stop showing you how to make your home a place to thrive. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.